what should I do with my fees? Well, let me give you a little bit reality around your fee schedule and how this is going to affect your top line collections as well as your bottom line profit. Let's use a typical example of a practice that has a 40% profit margin. That means that 60% of your collections, of the amount you collect, is your overhead. 40% is profit. That 40% includes all owner's compensation, right? 60% overhead, 40% owner's comp profit. In that practice, if you decrease your fees 10%, you're gonna have to collect 25% more in order to make the same profit every year. So generally, when a practice says, Colin, I think I'm too expensive, I need to decrease my fees, my short answer is no. My long answer is, okay, do you want to make the same amount of money? Well, yeah, of course I do. Okay, great. Then if you want to do a 10% fee reduction, you need to collect 25% more money to make the same profit at the bottom. Now, let's flip the scenario. Let's say you're saying, man, I want to see less patients, I want to treat them at a higher caliber, and I want to work less. How can I make more money doing that? Well, let me tell you about how increasing your fees will affect your bottom line profit. If you take the same practice that has a 40% profit margin, 60% overhead, and you increase your fees 10%, that means you can actually collect 20% less and still make the exact same amount of money. You can increase your fees 10%, collect 20% less, and have the exact same take-home amount of money at the end of the year. And the reality is when you increase your fees 10%, you're not going to lose 20% of your patients and your collections. Generally, you're going to lose 6 to 8% over what our data shows us. 6 to 8% of your patients are going to leave. And that's great. What that really means is now you're seeing 6 to 8% less patients, you're making 12 to 14% more bottom line profit, and you've increased your fees 10%.